And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Fieldhouse Arena in Allendale, Michigan, on the campus of Grand Valley State University, where tonight it's GLIAC women's volleyball action coming your way here on the Grand Valley Sports Network. It's the Panthers from Ohio Dominican against Grand Valley. Lakers come in 4-1 in league play, 8-5 overall, but still ranked 24th in the country. Ohio Dominican 7-7 as we get set for the start of this one. A slight delay tonight as a result of some travel problems for the visitors, but they are here now safely, and we are about ready to get set to roll on this one. Grand Valley with a busy weekend, playing tonight, again tomorrow afternoon. And the Lakers trying to pick up the pieces after losing their first league match midweek at Ferris. A pretty close one, 4 sets before the number 4 Bulldogs prevailed in that one. Ferris now 5-0 in the league. Grand Valley, one of half dozen teams at 4-1. Ferris is 13-1 overall, and Grand Valley, with an overall record not as good as Tech, Findlay, or Hillsdale, or even Ashland, but still having played a tough preseason schedule. Grand Valley still thought of by many people as one of the 2 or 3 best teams probably in this league this year. Grand Valley returns this season with some veteran players up front that we will see a great bit of. Kaylee Lown in the middle for the Lakers, the senior from Mason. Also Betsy Ronda from East Grand Rapids, and Courtney Walters. And we'll talk more about that trio and some others in just a bit. Well, as we take a look at this Grand Valley squad this year, certainly the first thing we notice are the people who aren't here from a year ago. Last year's Player of the Year, Caitlin Walters, has moved on through graduation, as has Abby Aiken, who was the Player of the Year in this conference 2 years ago. Grand Valley also lost a 4-year mainstay in Christina Canepa, the defensive specialist, libero, for the squad last season, and an award winner. But with Caitlin Walters gone, Deanne Scalen's team got a boost early this year when they found out. Actually, it was toward the end of the last academic school year when they found out that Courtney Walters, Caitlin's twin sister, would be allowed an extra year of eligibility. Courtney, after junior college, went very briefly to Western Michigan, did not stick around there very long, and then transferred immediately up to Grand Valley. And as a result, she was given 1 additional year to play. So she's here. Caitlin, sadly, is not. But the Lakers also have some pretty good players that we will be talking about as time goes on. Certainly not just tonight, but throughout the season. The best of whom might be the freshman from Byron Center, Stacy Brower, recently named the GLIAC North Division Player of the Week. She had 28 kills and a couple of wins last weekend over Malone and Walsh. Grand Valley's introductions taking place right now. Normally this is done numerically, but Taylor Shulman and Madeline Keller had to switch jerseys tonight. Obviously the libero wears a different color shirt, and that would be Taylor Shulman. And Madeline Keller tonight now wearing number 2 instead of 10. Shulman wears 10 instead of 2. Katie Olson, a player that Grand Valley has high hopes for, the setter this year, taking over for Caitlin Walters. Shulman is a popular player here, a former club player who's played for just 1 season on the varsity. Great Division II story. just before the final year got started, she came to the coaches, said she'd like to give it a go and see if she would be able to earn a spot. And she did just that. She's in there tonight. We saw Kaylee Lown. That is Sydney Doby, the 6'2 sophomore from Illinois. Carly Gross. Shannon Winnicki is a redshirt freshman from Rockford. Audrey Kidd was on the team last year as Audrey Oak. She got married during the offseason. Congratulations to her. Carly Soroki, and 21 is Stacy Brower. She's got a lot of fans here. Young player from just down the road. We're going to have at it right now. It's Grand Valley and Ohio Dominican. The coach for Ohio Dominican, Sandy Rowley, at midcourt right now, shaking hands with Deanne Scanlon in her 21st year. Grand Valley wearing pink tonight. This is the Kick Cancer weekend. And the ladies have these one-time jerseys that they're wearing. Look pretty spiffy. Grand Valley will do something a little bit unusual in that they will probably play much of the way with a two-setter attack. Kind of interesting. You don't see it a lot, but it's certainly an option for Grand Valley. And you take a look at that front line right now with Brower. Is going to be somebody that will be a big factor in what happens for the Lakers. She's out there right now with Betsy Ronda up front and Kaylee Lown. Jessica Marley on the outside. 9 is Olson. And 8 is Brooke Smith, the freshman from Croswell. So immediately we see Brower substituted. But it's going to be a different look. You'll see Smith and Olson trying to work in tandem. And obviously the big hitter for Grand Valley is Betsy Ronda, but Marley has played well this year, and Kaylee Lown, very good player at the net as well. We are about set to get this one started. Stepping back to serve it up is Darby Slavin, the senior from Columbus. And we are underway right now here with volleyball action. It's into the net, the first service. Maybe a little bit of nerves. Grand Valley scores first. This is Betsy Ronda, well back behind the service line. Big run up, good service. They come outside on the left. It's blocked down. The service taken care of by Kaylee Lown from the outside hit. 2-0 Grand Valley. As the shot by Tori Thompson was sent back. Good service again by Grand Valley. Good take there for the Lakers. They're coming on this side to Marley. Touch at the net. The set down the middle it comes. Unable to put it away was Rebecca Skidmore. Now Marley again. Ball stays in play. Anna Ficker. This ball set well back. Free opportunity here for Grand Valley. They're going to go right down the middle, and that's no problem at all for Kaylee Lown to make it 3-0 Grand Valley. And certainly Sandy Rowley not seeing her team get off to the start that she would have liked. Good start for Ronda. Goes short this time, and that ball is played backwards. So Grand Valley should have an opportunity here. Which way are they going? Outside it comes. The big smack there, and it's off a deflection and out of play for another Laker point, this time Brooke Smith. And right away, Grand Valley gets to 4, and if they get to 5, I suspect Sandy Rowley might try to slow this Laker juggernaut down. Another short service, and Ronda, too clever by half that time. She served a good short ball the last time, and it went backwards, but that one she could not serve over the net. And now going back behind the line is Tori Thompson. Taken there by Showman. This is Marley. Good send back by the visitors, and a point scored at the net by Sierra Ralston, sophomore from Findlay. So the ship has been righted, at least temporarily here, by the visitors. They serve Showman. Right down the middle, Kaylee Lown, and Darby Slavin was expecting a ball up high. She had her hands turned the wrong way and put that one right down into the ground. So Lown goes down. She's on the bench right now, and this is the impressive freshman Stacy Brower in the middle now. You'll see her, tallest player probably out there for Grand Valley, wearing 21. That's a good service. Pretty much a freebie opportunity here for Brower. Nice block at the net, though, by Skidmore. Here comes Ohio Dominican. That ball was touched at the net and out. Great point for the visitors there. Grand Valley tried for a block. It went through the block and then all the way out of court. Behind the service line, 5-3. Boy, this is again the big hit from Stacy Brower. Grand Valley will make 2 changes here. Taylor Stewart will be in. Also coming in is Shannon Winicki. Marley goes out. And also going out, I think, is going to be Katie Olson. So a different look here. With Stewart on to serve. Not much space between her and the service line. Little line drive right down the middle. Outside right they come. Nice block by Grand Valley. Should be an opportunity here for the Lakers. Ball just sent back across. They don't go to Brower, but instead it's a put away by Shannon Winicki. Everybody was inching a little bit toward the center for Ohio Dominican when they saw Brower come up, but Grand Valley played outside. And Winicki with the point, 7-3. That's a good take by Rhonda. Let's see if they come back. No, they're going to be playing again to Winicki. Down the middle, Grand Valley got a touch on that one. This is just a lob back over the net. Outside left it comes. Grand Valley's there for the stop on Ralston. Grand Valley keeps it alive. Can they get it back over? They do. Credit Rhonda for that play. Outside right, the touch. Rhonda again is back. Grand Valley nearly into the net. Best point of the match so far. Little toss down. Lakers keep it going and back across. Big hand for the home side. Big knock here. Grand Valley will keep it going. Showman. Not a great angle there for the Lakers. Well, Ohio Dominican has to win this point here. But they might not. Brower. Oh, I think Brower could have taken a swing at that one. Instead, she gets a big block. And Grand Valley will have a free opportunity here. It's into the net instead. And the Lakers win the point to go to 8-3. We see Steve Bailey walking up now with some instruction. The assistant coach for Grand Valley. Boy, Brower is imposing. That's a dinky serve, not much on it, but it's going to work out for the Lakers, I believe. Rhonda, a good get. Grand Valley's just going to have to send it across. Oh, it's a bullet. And it was Brooke Smith who put it down, 9-3 Grand Valley. Back to serve is Stewart. That's going to be well short. Not a big fan of that serve like that, but if you do it right, it causes havoc. Kelly Nadler for Ohio Dominican. Big run up off the net. That's still alive. Outside Brower out of the building. Right through the block of Sierra Ralston. 10-4. Over and out. Says the freshman, Stacy Brower. Looking very formidable here in the early going. First set, best of 5 here in Allendale. Good service there. Ball comes back tight to the net, outside right. The put down is good, and that's Jackie Ostrike. Well, the Michiganians on this side, they've got, I think, 3 or 4, including Ashlyn Aiken, the younger sister of Abby Aiken, who played here for the last 4 years. Showman tight to the net, but still, that's meat for Brower. Oh, they're going to say that the setter just got into the net. Point. Deanne Scanlon wants an explanation. I don't think Grand Valley's going to get the call here, and I think that Deanne Scanlon's indicating that whatever the violation that was called shouldn't have been. I think it was a question about who hit that ball. That's a service that almost takes Betsy Rhonda down. Betsy's just going to send it cross court. Little touchdown. Rhonda was there for that one. Where are they going? They're going up the middle. That was a mistimed jump by the freshman. Brower got that about a foot below the apex of her jump, and Grand Valley now a little bit rattled, losing a couple of points consecutively. On the service of Ralston. Ralston rips another one in there. This is better for the Lakers. Brower went for the touch. Boy, Rhonda got a hand on that. It was a good thing she did. Now she's going to crank, and Betsy Ronda's got the point. Well, you don't want to be too easy to read if you're Brower, but she's got such a size advantage, and with the power she possesses, I think that her coach would rather see her take a swing at most of those balls up at the net. Brower's back to serve right now. Ooh, that's a heat-seeking missile. And that ball is touched and out. I think that ball was tipped by Grand Valley. It landed well out of play. Well, they're going to see the last point to Grand Valley, 12-7. And now one for the visitors. You know, I saw the indication on the previous point where the official put the flag down to indicate out, but I think that was misread right at the outset. Grand Valley awarded the point. Rhonda drives Showman back. This is a ball that's just sent back across. Easy opportunity here now for Ohio Dominican. Right down the middle. Great get by Showman. This is going to be a knock from the back row and down for Grand Valley again. It's Brooke Smith, and Grand Valley's got people up. Marley and Olson back on now. Winnicky and Stewart will depart, and it will be Katie Olson, the sophomore, serving here. It's a good ball. Outside left, big knock there. Showman sent it across the net. That works from Tori Thompson. Oh, Grand Valley can't quite get there. That's going to be the fourth hit. Lakers not able to get it across. Showman did spectacularly well early in that point. 13-9, though, for Grand Valley. Second time around for Darby Slavin. Showman. That was not the ball they wanted. Lown got there, couldn't do much with it. Big hit off the block. Grand Valley with a chance down the middle. Lound into the open court. I've seen a couple of instances today where we've seen hair flying into the net. Not the same as a body going into the net. And you get so many braids and ponytails out there that you probably see that quite a few times. This is Rhonda. Down the middle they come. Showman got there. It's going to be Showman who keeps the point alive. Played back. Rhonda got down on that one. Outside. Grand Valley with the hit from Smith. Showman again. Tight to the net. Where are they going? And it's Marley who got up. Boy, great tightrope work by Kaylee Lown there. Very, very tight to the net. Not only didn't run into it, but played a good ball as well. Grand Valley opening up some space. Short serve here from Rhonda. Outside left it comes. That's a big hit. Well, Betsy's probably wishing she had gotten out of the way of that one. Ball looked to be sailing wide, had her hands turned in the other direction, and that's a point for the Panthers. Grand Valley looking comfortable early on. Tori Thompson back now. Serving Showman. Up the side they come, and that's a great, great get by the libero there. Number 2, Anna Ficker for Ohio Dominican. Down the middle they come to Lown. Ficker's going to set this one again. Where's Grand Valley going? They're going to come outside. A little drop shot there. Quick recovery. Rhonda got there. Smith. Neither team really getting a great look at this point. Showman, can Grand Valley end it with Rhonda? Not quite. That ball is tipped. Showman's there. Marley. This comes back. Now Grand Valley's got a free set here. Any way they want to go, and they went short again, and that has not been successful. And finally, the shot sails wide and long from Sierra Ralston. Timeout taken here by Sandy Rowley at 16-10. So the Lakers comfortable on the lead right now. In case you're wondering, we will play 2 and then have a break between the second and third sets. Games are to 25, win by 2, except for the 5th set if it goes that far. That one is decided up to 15, but you must win, of course, by 2. And Sometimes when you get that tight into the fifth set, they go on for a while. So we will see what Grand Valley comes up with here, serving at 16-10. Not a real deep squad for Ohio Dominican. 16 players on the trip, and I think that Sandy Rowley told me before they got started they have one injury, so they're a little bit more limited than that. But they have, if I'm not mistaken, 16 in uniform, or perhaps even one less than that. Grand Valley comes back out now with Olson, Showman, Lound, Marley, Rhonda, and we need one more, and here she comes. It's Stacy Brower replacing Lound, and the other player that's out there right now for Grand Valley is Brooke Smith, wearing 8 in the pink jersey with black trim right in the middle of the court. Good serve by Showman. That ball's rather tight to the net. It's a great block by Brower. Got up over the top of Kelly Nadler. Boy, Brower and Nadler both look to be about the same size, but Brower just is a pretty physically imposing player already as a freshman. Showman. Ralston. Ralston again. Big hit blocked by Marley. Might get another opportunity. Now they're going to go to the back row. Grand Valley got a tip. Now a set for Marley. Marley drilled one through. Nice get there by Anna Ficker. And then this time, there's not much defense for that. Stacy Brower coming down Highway 1 with the big bomb, 18-10. Showman, the senior from Grand Rapids. What a thrill for her. Plays 1 year of varsity volleyball and enjoying a fine season. Deep ball, about 5 feet too deep. 18-11 here in the first set. Want to mention also Grand Valley played soccer today in Saginaw. League game against Saginaw Valley. Lakers 2, Saginaw Valley nothing. 9th straight win for Grand Valley since an opening day loss. Lound, actually it was Brower. Now they're coming down the middle. That one is up into the sky. Let's see where it ends up. Rhonda makes a decent play, and Showman, no difficulty getting it back across. That ball was in the air in Grand Valley territory for a long time. Now down the middle, Brower, the quick set and the quick hit. Lakers at 19 now, making the change again. Marley goes. Stewart is in, and Winicki is back on. Here's Stewart, freshman from Macomb. Outside they come, and that's a big belt there from Jackie Ostrike. 19-12, nicely done. Nice assist there from Slavin in the middle. Nadler to serve it up. Rhonda. They're coming down the middle, and that's a big belt right there from Shannon Winicki. The redshirt freshman in her first season of play gets Grand Valley to within 5 of the finish line. Brooke Smith. Great serve. And this one will probably come back across. Should be easy from this point for Grand Valley. Are they coming to Brower? No, they're going outside Rhonda. That's a measure of a veteran team. Another timeout taken here by Brower at 21-12. But Grand Valley got a free ball there and made just a good, solid play. Got the dig. Set over on the left side to Rhonda, her favorite area. And then the takedown. So Deanne Scanlon talking things over with her side right now. Everybody seems to be pretty comfortable with what has gone on so far. Grand Valley 4 away from the magic 25 number that they're looking for. Grand Valley is coached by Deanne Scanlon. I mentioned her 21st season, went over 500 wins for her career last year. Jason Johnson, the associate head coach, And Steve Bailey, who we've seen already out of the court once tonight, along with Ashley Crowder, the assistants. Jennifer Fepke and Brianna Reeder are the assistants for Sandy Rowley at Ohio Dominican. Here's Danielle McCormick, a freshman from the Detroit area, from West Bloomfield. She checks in for Betsy Ronda on the left side. Good chance to give her a run out. Game is comfortable right now. My guess is she'll probably get a chance to see this one out as Grand Valley. Well, the officials talking things over here again. And we're not privy to those conversations. I think it had to do with a substitution issue. Grand Valley with a big hit. Little tip across, really nicely done right there by Sierra Ralston. The point to Ohio Dominican. And Ralston goes back and she'll serve here. Probably looking at Showman in the back row. That's who gets it. Where are they coming? Right down the middle. That's a takedown there. TKO with Brower delivering. And just took the feet right out of Anna Ficker. Grand Valley's going to make a couple more changes here at the end of this game. Kayleen Norris is on. And Jillian Butsevich comes into the game. Kayleen Norris, a freshman from LaPorte, Indiana, comes right on to serve. I always thought this is very, very difficult. One of the most difficult things in this sport. You're watching. You're in the game and no time to warm up. You got to knock in a good serve, and she just does that. Grand Valley with another chance. It's going to come to Norris again. She's going to come up here, and that's going to be double hit, I believe, on Norris as she tried to set up Winicky. Norris is going to go out. Brower is back in. Actually, Brower comes out and into the contest. Showman. That's a nice take at the net. A nice block. It comes back to Grand Valley. McCormick unable to put it away. Big swing here and a block and a facial. Ball off the noggin after that block at the net. And I think that came off a Ficker. 23 for Grand Valley, 14 Ohio Dominican. Marley's on. And back behind the service line, Katie Olson trying to run this one out. Short service ball here, close to the net. That was kind of botched a little bit by Ohio Dominican. Grand Valley with a chance now to get what it's looking for here. This is going to be big swing from McCormick. Not able to end the point. That ball's deep and out off the right hand of Tori Thompson. So the Lakers with a chance now to finish off set number 1 tonight at the Fieldhouse Arena in Allendale. Olsen, line drive, got a bit of the net. Grand Valley with the block and down. That point is in. The Lakers win the first set, 25-14. Just a couple of moments away from the start of the second set of action. One thing I looked up and realized is that in that first game, we did not see Courtney Walters at all for Grand Valley. A little surprising. Regular and a starter much of last year for Grand Valley. Saw her during the warm-up. She looked okay, and I see her down on the bench right now, and she appears like she is available for duty, but has not been in there yet. Number 11 in the pink jersey for the Lakers. Grand Valley will try to make short order of this one here, winning the first set rather handily, 25-14 against the Panthers from Ohio Dominican. They might be excused for being a bit rusty. Their arrival here in Grand Rapids, in the Grand Rapids area, I should say, was delayed a little bit. And I'm not quite sure why. Wasn't a question of weather. It might have been a question of art prize or something like that happening. But we were told that tonight's match would start about 10 minutes later because of a slightly late arrival by Ohio Dominican. They got a full warm-up in, so no problems there, but not able to get started against Grand Valley, which serves up the first point here of the second set. This ball is touched at the net by Marley. Showman's going back outside to Marley, off a block. That's a good take there by Ralston, but Grand Valley is equal to the task. Almost a whiff on that shot at the net by Ostrike. Showman up the middle, they're coming. Rhonda. That ball, well, we got different people saying different things. I thought it was a point to Ohio Dominican. Well, it looked to me like that ball was out. Now, there could have been a touch at the net. Sometimes that is the case. A ball that looks obviously out has just been touched slightly. And at the ground level, they've got a better look at it. Lakers won, Ohio Dominican no score. Ralston tried to take a big running flyer at that one and just couldn't get both ends of the equation right. 2-0 Grand Valley. Another good, well, a little bit hot, and that's good work by Thompson. Watched it sail by on the serve from Katie Olson. This is Nadler for Ohio Dominican. Not handled all that well by Grand Valley. Big swing, that's long from Brooke Smith. You pull that shot off, it looks great when you're back behind the line there in the middle of the court, but it takes a lot of confidence to pull that shot off. Smith, not a good bump that time. They're going to play Rhonda. Ohio Dominican will play from the back again. Showman's there. Down the middle comes Brower. Boy, what a beautiful shot that was. Through traffic and deep, right near the back line. 3-2 Grand Valley. Four-year starter Betsy Rhonda, freshman of the year 3 seasons ago. Nice block at the net by the Lakers. Ohio Dominican's going to have to make something out of this. Coming to Marley, cross court, and off the arm of Kelly Nadler and down for a 4-2 Grand Valley lead. Rhonda tight to the net. Grand Valley gets down. Can Rhonda save this one? Took a big whack at it. She just couldn't generate enough firepower. She had warning track power on that shot right there. She gave it the best that she had, but it just wasn't enough. And now it's 4-3. Sierra Ralston, who's from Findlay but plays for Ohio Dominican, cranks up against Rhonda. Brooke Smith, that was blocked out of play. Point to Grand Valley at 5-3. Smith is a confident player. She'll take a crack at it from anywhere. Grand Valley makes a substitution. Showman is out. Olson back on. That ball just long. And Brower will depart and Showman will get back in. Anna Ficker now. Rhonda Marley. Double hit. And this one is tied at 5. Not handled too well there. Grand Valley will come with Rhonda down the middle. Relatively easy ball to handle outside the big swing. Rhonda returns the shot from Thompson. Grand Valley puts some heat underneath that one, but Ralston plays Rhonda again, and here is Brooke Smith. That's taken care of by Ralston. Olsen got underneath it. They'll come out to Marley. Likes to go cross court. Nice angled shot. Well, Marley's surprising. Not what you'd call a great leaper, but she's got an interesting ability to place the ball where she's looking, and she plays across the court a lot from that outside right favored position. Winicky on right now for Grand Valley. This is Taylor Stewart to serve. Grand Valley returns. Rhonda against Thompson. This ball's down on the deck. And the Lakers, through Taylor Stewart, make it 7-5. Big swing, a little too big. That time from Rebecca Skidmore, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio. Well-conceived play, but she just plastered that one out of the court of action. Another good serve, touches the net. Again, that's a little disconcerting. This ball sent back deep. Rhonda, up the middle they come. It's taken down by Shannon Winicky. Nice little run for Grand Valley behind Taylor Stewart. Substitution coming now for Ohio Dominican. Megan Hendershot on for the first time, a junior from Galloway, Ohio. Nadler goes out. Grand Valley went from 5-5. Now they'll look to double the lead. Oh, they had a collision there. Didn't hurt the play itself, but two players collided. Had Grand Valley gotten that ball back, there would have been people all over the place. Sandy Raleigh calls timeout, and I think she might have been a little bit concerned. Now she's talking right now to, I think it's Ostrike, trying to determine who was not in the right position there when you had that collision. It's shocking, really, in this sport that you don't see that happen more often with the way people are moving around and giving up their body to get the ball. But it had really nothing to do with the play. I think they're trying to assume different positions and just ran smack into each other. And at one point, there were only 4 upright players for Ohio Dominican. But the next shot went out anyway. And Grand Valley is doubled up, and Scanlon's team makes it now a 10-5 lead. Grand Valley won the first 25-14. We'd like to remind you also, if you're watching on the network tonight, you can join us tomorrow, or the television viewers in the Xfinity areas in Michigan and Indiana will be able to watch some college football action tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock as the Hillsdale Chargers come to town at Allendale at Lubbers Stadium. We'll have the broadcast of that. Hope you'll be around to join us for it. And here is Taylor Stewart getting set to serve it up again. This is her 6th consecutive service. Another pretty good one, fairly tight to the net. Nice ball down the middle, though, and that's more like it. Tori Thompson skied high that time. She got that ball perfectly at the peak of her jump, and Rhonda unable to play it. This is Darby Slavin, left-hander. Rhonda's got that. This is coming down the middle. That ball is blocked at the net, but through the block with Shannon Winicky, who is really playing with a lot of confidence on that front line right now. Very relaxed and interesting player. Grand Valley playing without Brower and Lound right now. So a revamped setup, ball down the middle. Showman kind of thought that that ball might be headed in the direction of Brooke Smith. Got a hand on it, but that was all. Rhonda got all the way down to the ground. This is Winicki. That's a terrific get there by Tori Thompson. Down the middle they come. That ball is out. It's a point to Grand Valley. Well, we've seen some better swings here for Ohio Dominican as Grand Valley sends Butsavich out, and Brower is back on now. Showman. Ralston. Grand Valley got the block at the net, but couldn't do much with it. Winicki had it kind of ricochet off her arm, out of play. Skidmore. This is Brower. That's a good get that time by Skidmore. Little flip across. Grand Valley will regroup. Where are they going here? They're going to come down the middle. That ball's close to the net. Rhonda went up. Didn't need to touch it. She had her arm fish hooked across the net. Almost reached down to make the play, and at long last, Courtney Walters is on. The senior who's had a circuitous route to this point. 2 years of community college in Western Michigan, then 2 more years at Grand Valley. Grand Valley got a touch at the net. I think it was Walters. Here's Rhonda cranking it up. Fine play there by Thompson. And the opposite number 9, Katie Olson, responds. That ball is touchdown at the net. Point to Ohio Dominican. This is Hendershot back in to serve. Good ball, Showman. Grand Valley's coming outside right. Rhonda, that's a good get. They'll just send it back across. Brooke Smith got there, and Brower rejected. Grand Valley keeps it alive. Oh, Courtney Walters, what a get. Left hand over the head. The block, though, goes out of play. Would have been a sensational point for Grand Valley. Somehow Courtney Walters just flung herself at that one. I don't know how she was able to redirect that one so accurately. Would have been a great point for the Lakers. 13-10. Rhonda going back to Rhonda. Oh, they were going back to Rhonda, but she kind of gave up on the ball a little bit. And I think Brower was confused as well. 13-11. Touch the net on the serve. This is Brower, and that one is into the crowd. Brower gets incredible leverage on those shots, and if you're going to send one of her balls back, it's got to be perfectly timed. Big hit here. Is that a double hit? Point to Grand Valley at 15-11 now. Rhonda continues wearing the pink 6. Good serve by Betsy. This one's tight to the net. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's a nice get there by Jackie Ostrike, the Michiganian. She's got some kind of a support on her lower back area. You can see it there. Indicative probably of lower back discomfort, maybe spasms. Rhonda. Boy, that's a great looking shot right there from Brooke Smith, a freshman. And you can see this combination up front. Well, really 3 freshmen. Smith, Winicki, and Brower. Winicki's a redshirt freshman, but in 3 years, that crew is going to be awfully tough to deal with. Good serve by Brower. Rhonda. Grand Valley should get what they want. Nice block, though, made at the net. Boy, Ohio Dominican thought Grand Valley hit it twice. They're going to crank up with Brooke Smith. Wonderful get there by Ralston. This ball sails just over, and Raleigh thought that there were 4 hits in that last rally. It's 17-12. There we see Brooke Smith. Deep ball, just out. Showman's going to climb back in. Brower gets a break. This is down the middle. But Savage, the second time, but Savage is into the net. Looked to me like she almost hit that with two arms. Rhonda falling backwards. Smith, oh, that's off two different players and out of play. Boy, these freshmen play with some confidence. Jason Johnson said before the match that his team was a little bit, well, not immature, but weren't quite mature yet. Said they tend to struggle the last 5 points of a set. Putting people away has been difficult. They found that out against Ferris in a tight 4-setter this week. Grand Valley will handle here through Stewart. Winicky, big swing, tiny hit. Back outside they come with Thompson. That's played by Stewart. Brooke Smith did enough to get it down. 19-14 Grand Valley. It's a pretty young crew out there right now for the Lakers. Close to the line, Ohio Dominican had to play it. Showman will get there. They're going to come to Brooke Smith again. Nice take by Ralston. Outside right, Thompson. Smith keeps it alive. The big hit, but out. That ball was played right into the wheelhouse of the tall freshman from Milford, but Savage. But she hit it wide for 19-15. Nadler. Brooke Smith rejected by Nadler. 19-16. Grand Valley thought they had this one kind of wrapped up and ready to put in the hamper, but not quite. Rhonda very tight to the net. That should be easy. Oh, it is for Ohio Dominican. When the ball is played that close to the net, really favors the attacking team, and Ohio Dominican actually played that shot off a player trying just to get into position. Ohio Dominican within 2. Showman coming down the middle, Grand Valley, but it's blocked at the net. It was Winicky that had it blocked by Rhonda. Is Deanne Scanlon thinking about a timeout as Ohio Dominican tries to tie this one up? Slavin is back. That's on the ground. The backhand of Betsy Rhonda saves the point. Tight to the net in Grand Valley. What a play by Rhonda. We're sorry we can't show you that one, but Rhonda dives for that ball and just extended her hand. She hit it with the back of her hand, and then eventually the put away by Bud Savage, the freshman. Grand Valley to 20. That's a deep serve, a good one. Up the middle they come. Grand Valley will play through Stewart. Grand Valley with Winicky. Ohio Dominican's got an answer. Outside right. Ball touchdown and in. I think that might have been Bud Savage again. Rhonda was over there as well, and Sandy Raleigh just thought her team was on the verge of maybe turning the tables on the Lakers, but they lose a couple of critical points, and you go back to that critical get by Rhonda. Right arm extended. Kept it up in the air. Grand Valley prolonged the point and then got the winner from Bud Savage. So timeout taken by Ohio Dominican, trailing by 3 here in the second set. Grand Valley won the opener 25-14. Grand Valley returns now. It'll be Smith out there getting some second instructions from Jason Johnson. I think Winicky will continue. But Savage, Rhonda, the ever-present, along with Taylor Stewart. And did I mention Showman? I think I have. This is Brooke Smith. Big swing, but into the net. 21-19. That's one where I think after timeout, if you can just get one in play and consolidate your team's position. If somebody's going to reverse things on you, make them work for it. Smith went for the big hit, came up shy. Now Thompson. Thompson, that ball probably would have gone out. Outside, Ronda off the block, and now point to Grand Valley. And the bad news is Stacy Brower back on for the Lakers in the middle. Showman. Coming up the middle, they'd come. Ralston got it into the net. Just complete miss hit there. That ball never came close to getting over the twine. Grand Valley continues with their defensive specialist, wearing number 10 tonight, Taylor Showman. Little lollipop serve there, but it works out. Outside right they come. Showman got underneath it. Ronda's going to crank it up. Ohio Dominican keeps it alive. This will be Ralston. Grand Valley with the chance here. Brower, she doesn't care if a blocker's up there. She just sends it right through blocks. You see arms bending backwards when Stacy Brower delivers. It's 24, and the Lakers now can shut this one down. Showman again. Got it in play. Good service. That's taken by Smith. Showman. Winicki, tough hit here. Cross court. Ficker keeps it alive from the back. Smith. They're coming to Betsy Ronda for set number 2. 25-19 in the second. So the Lakers win the first 2. We're going to take a short break right now, about 4 or 5 minutes, but stay with us and we will have the commentary and the pictures for the third and perhaps deciding set coming up here tonight in Allendale. All right, set number 3 coming up here tonight in Allendale. The home side would like to get this one over with early. If you're Ohio Dominican, you're thinking, well, what the heck? We're here. We made the trip. We might as well play for a while. They'll try to turn things around. We'll see what kind of lineup Grand Valley trots out for the third set. Lakers won the first two, 25-14, and then after that last takedown by Betsy Ronda, the second set, 25-19. I don't think Ronda has left the floor here so far tonight. Number 6 in pink, the 4-year starter. Grand Valley is going to come with Brooke Smith, Showman, Katie Olson, Marley, and Brower. So this is a pretty accomplished group. This might be the lineup that Grand Valley started set number 1 with. Lakers have moved some people into the action here tonight, and probably will do so in this third set as well if they get off to a good start. That's a deep serve. Ronda fooled by it. Now she comes up and lets it fly off the block. Outside right. Player in there right now is Taylor Foster for Ohio Dominican. This ball's going to sail out of play. Whoa, no! They got it back. Well done. Now Ronda coming, trying for the back edge of the court and just got it. That is a touch for your position right there. Ronda threw that ball into the back corner, and I think she's laughing because she knew she got a little bit lucky there. Here's Betsy, big smile, big stroke right there. Should be easy for the Lakers here. Ronda gets under that one. They're coming to Brooke Smith. Nice take by Ficker. Ralston blocked at the net by Marley and Brower. Point to Grand Valley. Stacy Brower having a big say in this match tonight. Ronda again. They come outside. Ostrike. Ronda couldn't quite get there. Didn't anticipate. She started down to the floor, but was just in the wrong spot. And that's a good take there by Jackie Ostrike, the junior from Brighton, Michigan. Hendershot returns. Nadler goes out. It will be Megan Hendershot to serve it up here. Ronda plays that one. Smith. A little ambitious, that shot. That's probably a little bit of a lack of experience. Yeah, you might get away with that in high school when you're the top player taking a big swing like that, and it's worth the risk. But in college, you have to have a perfect ball from that deep in the court. Marley now coming up the middle at 2-2. Grand Valley with Marley again, and that was, again, a tough angle for Marley because she's trying to go cross court with her hand that's closest to the net and just not a lot of room. And for the first time tonight, I do believe it's an advantage for Ohio Dominican at 3-2. Ronda watches that one right down to the woodwork. We're tied at 3 as Brower goes back. But Savage comes in, more size up front for Grand Valley. Ronda and Olson, Marley, and Smith. That's a big front line for Grand Valley. Do they get up on Ostrike? No, they don't. They depend on Ronda. And then put Savage. Marley took a shot at that one. That's the ball where Grand Valley could have had an easy play, but Marley tried for the quick kill. It's going to come to Smith. Smith better this time. Tough ball to send back. Big hit. Ronda's there. Outside, Smith again. Well played by the Panthers. Down the middle they come. Ronda eyeballed that one. Ronda's coming from the back row. That barely, nearly got down to the ground. Ralston telegraphed that shot a little bit. They play to the back. Grand Valley does. Still an opportunity here for the Panthers. Grand Valley's got to regroup and make the smart play, and they do, and it's Smith. Comes close to the net, and a little flick there wins the point for Darby Slavin. Excellent point. I think Grand Valley missed an opportunity early on. In that point, Marley took a swat at a ball that was coming right back over the net. Normally, when a team's out of position like that, that ball is down. Ronda backed off. Smith let it go. It's 5-3. Valley with a little bit of lethargy. That ball's not coming back across either. Smith with a misplay. No reaction from Deanne Scanlon yet. She's busy working on her charts. This will be Sierra Ralston. 6-3. Deep ball way out. Rhonda did better that time, and we're going to get Winnicky back in along with Stewart. Marley will depart along with Katie Olson. So Stewart to serve with Winnicky back in the game. That's a pretty good service. Should be easy here for the Lakers. Where are they going with this ball? They're going to come to Winnicky, and she goes cross court, hammers it down. A little better now. Grand Valley's got the kiddie core out there with Savage and Winnicky. Taylor Stewart, another freshman serving here. This ball comes back across. That was an opportunity for Brooke Smith to end that point early. Grand Valley with a devastating block. This ball comes backwards. Lakers now got to take their time, get what they're looking for, and this is it, certainly. Good work, though, done by Ficker. Ralston, a little bit long, almost. Great opportunity there, though, but Grand Valley has scored 3 in a row to tie. Stewart again. Ostrike gets it down in front of Rhonda. Seven 6 now for the visitors, wearing black and white tonight. Grand Valley in pink. The ball served to Winnicky. Grand Valley's going to do some work here with Rhonda. Great opportunity for the other side. The set was close to the net, though, but it works out. Is crossing over to get that one is Skidmore. Hit it through a block, and that deflected the ball into the open court. 8-6. Boy, that's a service winner for Anna Ficker. 9-6, Deanne Scanlon takes a timeout. Grand Valley a little bit disjointed. And really, I think Deanne Scanlon's telling her team, I'm guessing now, that she wants her team to stick to the good, solid, fundamental play. They got a little bit anxious on a few points early in this set. Some big hits coming off balls that probably should have been played back and set for an outside hitter. And there have been a couple of different guilty parties there. Marley once. Brooke Smith a couple of times. Let's see what kind of lineup Grand Valley comes back with. I think it's going to be Rhonda, Showman, Winnicky, but Savage. 5 is Taylor Stewart, and Brooke Smith will continue on. And Anna Ficker, the 5'5" freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, will serve it up for Ohio Dominican. Short ball, not well handled by Grand Valley, but it might work, except for the fact that Winnicky completely fanned on a shot. And now we'll see Kaylee Lown back in, and she has had a considerable amount of time on the pine here tonight. Might just be an opportunity to rest her a little bit with another match coming up tomorrow. That's going to be tough. Oh, Grand Valley kept it alive. The ball was set so close to the net, it was difficult. Deep ball, probably sailing out. Some work here for the Panthers. That's a get by Showman. A little touch over the top, and it's down, and there is the presence of Kaylee Lown, the senior from Mason. Brooke Smith to serve now for Grand Valley. Better here. Not a great set up front. Grand Valley with a chance now. They're coming with Lown. That was not set well to Lown. She had to hit with her left hand instead of her right. Lakers barely kept it alive. Ronda's going to take a whack at it. Outside, touch on. Can somebody get there for the Lakers? They do. Oh, that's a great ball by Showman across on the third hit. Ronda goes up, wins the battle at the net. And then that shot almost decapitates poor Taylor Showman. It's 11-7. Foster is back on for Ohio Dominican. Hendershot departs. This is Darby Slavin serving Showman close to the net. They're going to come to Winicki, and that's a bullet right through the arms of Tori Thompson to make it 11-8. Kind of a casual look there for the redshirt freshman, Shannon Winicki. Showman behind the line. It's a good serve. Big belt there through the block. The point to Tori Thompson and Ohio Dominican. Grand Valley had bodies in the area, but did not get the complete coverage on that block attempt. So Thompson's back behind the line here. 12-8. Showman. This is Ronda. What a fine get that is. And then the block at the net, down to the ground for Shannon Winicki. 13. Well, I thought that was Grand Valley's point there, but instead they say Ohio Dominican. 13-8. That is a big belt from Brower, but they got underneath it. Slavin, that's a miss hit. Where's Grand Valley going? And I think what we saw there is that Stacy Brower ventured into the net to make it 14-8. So things getting a little bit dicey for Grand Valley here in set number 3. Not what Deanne Scanlon wanted to see. Smith, not great to Winicki, and she's too far back to try that shot. Ideally, you want to be close to the net, get that leverage, hit that ball downward. The farther back you are, the angle becomes much more severe. It's 15-8. Grand Valley has gotten unhinged. That was a bad toss on that serve. Grand Valley will go to Ronda. Ronda is blocked down at the net. Taylor Foster was one of the people there. It seemed like a perfect setup for Betsy Ronda. Dominican enjoying the action right now. Winicki goes out. Courtney Walters comes in to assume a defensive posture here for the Lakers. Boy, that's a block on Brower. Courtney Walters there to retrieve. Ronda's just going to send it across. Good opportunity here. And that ball is through the hands of Stewart, not a play. 16-8. Steve Bailey runs out to give some instructions to Brower. And Grand Valley on the verge of losing all the goodwill it built up in the first 2 sets. Lost a little bit of confidence here. They're playing in a rather disjointed fashion. That ball is flipped across nicely by Stewart. That was the Caitlin Walters special from the last 2 years. People go to sleep on the setter, and she just takes a quick peek and flips it into the open area. Katie Olson back on right now. She needs a run of points for Grand Valley, at least 2 or 3. Ralston, oh, what a take there. Grand Valley, can they get this across? No, not quite. Ronda sent that one into the scorer's table. That ball was a good 15, 18 feet beyond the court. 18-9. Grand Valley looking a bit nonplussed by what's happening, but I don't think their coach is feeling as relaxed. Smith, Brower, bye-bye. 18-10. Well, you can trade at this point if you're Ohio Dominican. Grand Valley doesn't have that luxury. They've got to get their points in bunches, at least 3 or 4 here from the senior Ronda. That's a great serve that drives the libero back. Grand Valley has the opportunity here. Ralston plays Ronda. They're coming to Smith, and the shot is down just barely. Brooke Smith staying confident despite some early troubles in this set. 18-11 Rhonda. Ficker outside, ball down again. Nice crossing pattern there by Ostrike to make it 19. Can the Panthers get one? Well, this is the way it starts, a point at a time, a set at a time. 6 from the finish line here for the visitors. Rhonda up the middle. Grand Valley comes with Marley. No mistake in that. Kaylee Lound is back in. Showman departs. Here's Brower now. Stacy cranking up. Ficker, good set. Ralston, that was an elbow by Rhonda that kept that ball in play. And then Rhonda, oh my gosh. Just the kind of play you can't have at this point in the proceedings. Betsy Rhonda looked uncertain about what she wanted to do with that one and kind of changed her mind in mid-swing after making a great play earlier in that rally. 2012. Rhonda. Lound. How Dominican finding some answers with Rhonda again, and this is Lound again. Too high for her on that one. She barely got it across. Grand Valley gets under that ball with Olson. This will be Smith. Smith is blocked, kept alive. Marley. Marley! Jessica Marley, whose father's here tonight watching her. Steve, longtime basketball coach, and of course Jessica, the niece of another former West Michigan athlete. Her uncle was Dan Marley, or is Dan Marley, I should say. Started Traverse City High School and then at Central Michigan before going on to a great career with the Phoenix Suns and a couple of other clubs. This ball is blocked by Smith, who got up and finally did something about Ostrike. 2014. This one might yet be retrievable for Grand Valley. This is Kayleen Norris, who's come on to serve here. A little bit of a blooper there, but it got across. Ostrike again. Showman got there. Outside Smith. That's going to get down for a Laker point off the block and out of play. And now Raleigh's going to get a timeout here at 20:15. Grand Valley's been down 8, I think maybe even 9 in this set, but they've drawn it back to within 5. And, well, it's a Friday night. These Grand Valley girls are telling each other, we've got places to go and people to see, and let's take care of it. But they're a long way from doing that. It's still a very strong position for the visitors with Grand Valley serving at a 5-point deficit. It's 20-15 Ohio Dominican here in the third. Grand Valley won the first two, 25-14, 25-19. Earlier today in Saginaw, GLIAC soccer action. Second win in 11 days for the Lakers over Saginaw Valley. This time, though, a conference win, 2-0. Stauffer and Riga, the goal scorers for Grand Valley. Grand Valley won the earlier fixture between those two sides 6-1. And that's really the first time anybody has slowed Grand Valley down offensively at all in probably about the last 21 days. Lakers have won 8 in a row, and they've been pounding teams. Big edge and shots in this one again today in Saginaw, and a win for Grand Valley, which plays at home Sunday afternoon. And here is Grand Valley's server, Kayleen Norris. Showman did well with that. That's a tough ball for Winicky, Lound, but she got there. Grand Valley's got people up. Showman got down. Where are we going? They're going right down the middle. That ball is knocked back up and across. Should be an Ohio Dominican opportunity for a kill, but now Grand Valley with Lound. Just can't get to that back line, but Rhonda is back. Now Smith, close to the net, to the back line. Plenty of open territory. That's what Grand Valley needed to be aiming for. You had all 12 players up in the front half of the court on that point, and there was just a lot of space in behind, and Ohio Dominican finally found it. Rhonda. Smith. Brooke Smith is down with that one, 21-16. Couple big hits in a big block a moment ago for Smith, who goes back behind the service line. Smith needs to get a run of 2 or 3 here for the Lakers to have a chance in this one. Good serve here, coming down the middle. Ralston was snuffed out by Rhonda. Lound did not get that set properly. This is going to come to who? Comes in the middle to Katie Olson, who just sent it across. Good take there by Norris. Rhonda, can she get there? Showman retrieves. Smith coming up the middle. Outside right hit here. This is going to sail out of the court. Well, that's an illegal play there for Katie Olson to go after that ball and get it. Now she has to send it back. I'm not sure exactly how she has to do that, but she has to send it, I think, back over. Deanne Scanlon saying, we didn't do anything wrong there. And now the chair official is calling over the other official. And they want to get this right. I think Deanne Scanlon knows that her player had a right to go for that ball. Just because she went under, she is allowed to do that. I'm pretty certain. And I think the chair official wants to talk about this. Well, I don't think Deanne Scanlon has gotten a satisfactory explanation. Now Rhonda, serving as the Grand Valley spokesperson, asked for the other official to come over. I think that there's a problem here with the call, and I think the chair official kind of knows it. Now, unless she tells a better story, we could get some kind of reversal here. I don't know why Betsy Rhonda has to argue the case for Grand Valley. Grand Valley's going to lose this argument. 22-16. But I'm sure Deanne Scanlon is just keeping her powder dry right now. She doesn't want to have her team lose focus when they're starting to climb back in. Showman got bumped. This is Lound. That ball is an easy poach at the net by Rebecca Skidmore. And Lound has had some difficulties up at the net. The service to her has not been great. It's 23-16. Grand Valley with an almost impossible task right now. Slavin. Rhonda. This ball's going to come back near the net. And this could be a point to Grand Valley. Into the net was Ohio Dominican. And unless Showman can rattle off 5 or 6 here, this one is going to slip away very quickly. Brower's back on. Showman trying to get it going. They're going to come outside right. The ball's behind the hitter, but sometimes the mishits turn out okay. Really reaching back a long way for that one was Rebecca Skidmore. And she played that ball at a funny angle, and now this is set point for Ohio Dominican. I think Grand Valley was just too casual at the outset here and never really got into this set. And the service has been dubious. Here is Brower. That ball was contained by Slavin. That goes off Showman. Grand Valley with Rhonda will just toss it back across. Should be an easy setup, but not a great set. And an easy block for Brower. Only problem is for Grand Valley, 0 margin of error. Grand Valley has to serve out to at least 24 here. And so Katie Olson has the unenviable task of needing 6 straight points on her right arm. That's a block by Brower, has to come across now. Brower did well to keep her composure. Big hit here, what a get there by Smith. Rhonda sends it deep. Set outside right again, and again the block not able to contain Rebecca Skidmore, and Ohio Dominican has climbed back in. And those smiles from Grand Valley have definitely disappeared after that rather sloppy third set. Lakers won the first 2 convincingly, although they got closer each time. And then Ohio Dominican has turned the tables. They've improved each of the last 2 sets. Now Grand Valley has to go to a 4th. And we will see if Deanne Scanlon comes up with anything differently. Jason Johnson talking to Scanlon right now, and also Ashley Crowder. I thought Grand Valley, if they were to lose that set, might do so with a bit of a revamped lineup, but Deanne Scanlon wanted to end it right then and there. She did not call timeout early when her team fell behind a couple of times, and Grand Valley actually made a bit of a run. But now the Lakers really have to recapture their game in a hurry here. They do not want to go to a fifth set. If they do, it will mean, in all likelihood, that Ohio Dominican has improved its position in each set after the first. So the fourth set coming up here in Allendale. Grand Valley has Rhonda and Showman with Lound on the seat right now. They look like they're going to be in there at the outset of this one. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of Brooke Smith, who has not been substituted all that often. She's been a leading offensive threat. And of course, they want to get Brower going again. She was a bit of a spectator there in the fourth set. So let's see how this shakes out here for Grand Valley. Rhonda, Showman, Smith, Winicky, and Marley. And you've also got Lound out there with Katie Olson. So there'll be a substitution before we get started. 7 in the huddle. It will be the libero who trots off, and that is Taylor Showman, but she will be in after the first lost point. As Grand Valley has Lound, Marley, Rhonda, Olson, Smith, and Brower. Actually, it's going to be Brower who comes off the side to the sideline. And it will be a serve for Katie Olson here in set 4. Grand Valley looked very disjointed in that last set after winning pretty handily the first 2. Big knock just out. Nice little crossing pattern there for Taylor Foster, but she left-handed one over the sideline, and Grand Valley gets the first point. Not a great set there. Free chance for Grand Valley. Smith up the middle. Rhonda. 2-0. Katie Olson. She'd like to hit this team with a 5 spot or so if she could to begin it. Good service there. Coming outside right. Ostrike was blocked by Rhonda. Grand Valley's got some people at the net. Lound, though, could not put it away. Olson, Showman, Rhonda, off a block, retrieved by Slavin. That ball kept up by Showman, but she couldn't get it back to anybody. That was not Showman's fault. 2-1. Big play by Taylor Foster, who goes out. And Hendershot is on to serve. This is Rhonda. And that is a bullet, just a bomb down the middle. Marley in a part of the court where we weren't used to seeing her a season ago. She tended to be on the outside when she make her advance. Jessica, though, unleashed that one. Here's Rhonda. Close to the net. Chance for a poach. Grand Valley doesn't take it. Big swing here off the block. Grand Valley will set it up. Again, Lound not able to get the leverage. Again, close to the net. Again, close to the net. And finally, Grand Valley, that was a double hit, I think, by Lound, who hit it and then kicked it to make it 3-2. So Ohio Dominican not yet done. Sierra Ralston. Showman's there. Outside Marley. Too hard this time. Tied at 3. Ralston, Smith on that deflection. Marley blocked at the net, but out of play. Point Lakers. Wasn't the best angle for Marley. We'll get Brower now, though, for Kaylee Lound. There's got to be some physical reason why we've seen a little less of Kaylee Lound tonight. She went over to the bench, usually players stand. A couple of times she's taken a seat. That's a big hit, but it's long. Good belt there from Ostrike, who's played with confidence. Grand Valley opens up to 5-3. Grand Valley play another match tomorrow afternoon, right here. Showman. Great angle there for Tori Thompson. Set up beautifully. Thompson's a player who will be missed after this season, a 5'10 senior from Quincy, Ohio. 5'4 now with Anna Ficker, the freshman, in the all-black, getting set to serve. Rhonda. Smith. Ficker got that covered. Tough angle here. Rhonda up the middle. Brower, not her best knock, but very effective. 6-4. Lakers with substitutes now. Winicky and Stewart. Marley out. Also Olson. Serving Taylor Stewart. Big hit right back at Stewart. Here's Winicky cranking up. That ball was touched at the net, I thought. No. Deanne Scanlon thought certainly there was a block on that one. It certainly appeared to be that way. Deanne Scanlon was right up out of the chair. And that was right in front of the chair official. She kind of shook her head as if to say, I didn't see it. 6-5. Deep ball to Rhonda. Down the middle, Winicky. Boy, they have thrown their bodies into the path of some shots. That time it was Slavin. Grand Valley, not a good set again. Grand Valley will have to retrieve. Smith, oh my goodness. Leaned back and hit it right off the back line for a Laker point. Maybe that was the one that Grand Valley was owed a couple of moments ago. Brooke Smith, that's going to be way too far. 7-6 Grand Valley. Smith is out there with Winicky. Rhonda. Showman, who touches that one. Here's Brower. Power and accuracy on that shot. And is so often the case, player makes a great kill and then trots back into the serving position as Lound comes back in. Rhonda's up front with Winicky and Lound. Brooke Smith an 8. In there right now, along with Taylor Stewart. Grand Valley looking for a cushion. Well served by Brower. Coming from the back line. Grand Valley has to work hard to retrieve. Smith up near the net outside. Ralston to her opposite number. Here's Rhonda. Ball should have been let alone by Ohio Dominican. Lakers going to keep it alive. Here comes Smith with the big hit. Ohio Dominican just seems to be everywhere right now. Where are they going with this one? That's going to be a tough ball for Winicky, but she gets it. Slavin threw herself at it, but couldn't put it back across the net with any accuracy. That ball sails out of play. Grand Valley looking for point number 10. Here's Brower. Got a good bid on that one. Great set right side, the dink. Brower got down. This will be Smith. Deep ball. Oh! On the line, it would appear, but right in front of the official there who put the flag up, almost anticipating that call, it seemed like. That was within centimeters. Grand Valley gets to set it, looks for here. Rhonda through the block. Lakers make it a 3-point lead as Marley returns along with Katie Olson. Katie Olson on, obviously, to serve here. Marley up front with Lound and Rhonda. They have to go from the back. Grand Valley with the ball. They're looking for Betsy Rhonda. That was through the block. No, just a wide hit. 10-8. Rhonda. Lound, and that was touchdown. And I think it was in the court anyway. It may have sailed just wide, but it was through the block and a point for Grand Valley at 11-8. Rhonda getting some instructions from Jason Johnson as she goes behind the service line. Good service by Betsy. Not a great set there. Free chance for Grand Valley. Where are they going with it? They're coming down the middle, but Lound had to reach back again. So a little bit of a lack of coordination. Rhonda got there. That's going to be 3 hits and not over. The Panthers have drawn close again. It's 11-9 Grand Valley. Sierra Ralston. Rhonda. Marley blocked. Got a hand on it. Smith, the little drop shot across. Coverage. Grand Valley can go wherever they want. They're going to come back to Rhonda. And now the big whack played by Showman from Thompson. At the net, it's Winicky. A dribbler through the block and down to the ground. The lead is 3 again. Kaylee Lound gets some instruction from Steve Bailey as she comes to the sideline. Showman. Boy, Rhonda got in front of that ball from Jackie Ostrike, and then, Brower had that one right in her wheelhouse and took it out of the court. 12-10. Marley through the block and down. 13-10. Grand Valley not yet comfortable, but still maintaining. And here's the trade out again. Winicky and Stewart back in. Olson and Marley out. Oh, it's a great block up. Play's not over yet. The ball finally comes underneath the net. Brower gave up a little bit prematurely. But it's a 4-point bulge for Grand Valley now at 14-10. Stationary service here. And just a little flop wedge that time from Grand Valley's Taylor Stewart. Rhonda awfully close to the net. And when that happens, that happens. It floated right into the eyes of Rebecca Skidmore. She had an easy put away. Skidmore looks like a keeper for this program. Freshman player, 6 feet tall. Rhonda, Stewart, Brower. And again, too much on it. Brower's got to become a little bit more conscious of making a play that keeps the ball in the court. Even if you don't get the perfect shot, you don't want to just concede the point by not forcing the other team to play. That is way long from Slavin. So Grand Valley maintains its composure at 15-12, and with Brooke Smith back, Deanne Scanlon saying to herself, can't we have somebody serve about 4 or 5 in a row? Maybe this will be the player. Smith, big hit coming up here. Grand Valley got a block, and that's a freshman mistake, I think, from Brower because she took kind of a wild lunge at that one and just knocked it completely out of the court. That was a ball from mid-court. Probably was not going to go for a kill, and her team probably would have had it covered. Showman. Down the middle, Winicky. Ohio Dominican seems to know what Grand Valley is doing, but that ball's long. It's off the hand of Taylor Foster, and Grand Valley again maintains a three-point bulge. Lound is in. Showman goes out. Here's Brower. She takes a knock at it. And again, another point where Grand Valley didn't make the opposition play. Brower goes out. Skidmore. That's going to be deep. And by the way, I'm sure I'm not the first one that's brought this up, but how could you have a better name than Skidmore if you're a volleyball player? Rebecca doesn't do a lot of sliding on the floor, though. She does her work up top. Grand Valley trying to block Ostrike. Ostrike crossed over this time and really didn't quite get to where she wanted to be on that shot. And finally, Grand Valley has the 4-point margin at 18-14 with Katie Olson back now to serve. A couple more make Grand Valley feel a lot more comfortable. It's a great set here. Good block by Grand Valley. Marley got there. This is going to be Rhonda through a block and down. And maybe Grand Valley has turned the corner. I think Sandy Raleigh believes that's the case. She's getting the timeout right now at 19-14. Grand Valley 6 points from the promised land as Jason Johnson talks it over with Betsy Rhonda. I want to remind you again, tomorrow night on the Grand Valley Sports Network at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Grand Valley Hillsdale football from Lover Stadium in Allendale. Grand Valley 4-1 of the season, or I should say 3-1 of the season, but unbeaten on the road so far. Grand Valley has defeated two teams from Ohio away from home, Lake Erie and also Ohio Dominican. And the Lakers will be trying for their second home win of the year. First in the conference after that loss a couple of weeks ago to Ferris State. Katie Olson. That's a marshmallow. Barely got across the net. There's a big knock. That went off the head of Lound. Still in play. Rhonda's just going to toss it across. They should get what they want here. It's Ralston, but Showman was there. It's a big hit from Lound, but again, not able to find pay dirt. Smith, where are they going? Again, Lound stopped, but she got it across. But this should be an easy one for Ohio Dominican, and it is. Well, Kaylee Lound just not able to get it going offensively tonight. She's had a dearth of points in this contest. Grand Valley looking a little confused here about its alignment. This is Hendershot serving in 19-15. Smith. Rhonda. That's a great ball by Betsy Rhonda. Found the space, dialed it in perfectly, and goes back to serve it up at 20-15. Deep ball there, played by the DS. Ostrike got it through Marley. Not finished yet here for Grand Valley. 2016. Grand Valley will get Putsavich back in for Marley. Putsavich back on. Marley's out. Sierra Alston to serve. Heater toward Rhonda. Grand Valley, again, Lound not able to get it through the block. Back row knock coming up here from Ralston. Two players collide. Grand Valley will go to Smith. Ball played up in the banners, and what do we have here? Point to Grand Valley. 21-16. Taylor Showman to serve now with Brower back in. And I believe that was a timeout taken by Sandy Rowley of Ohio Dominican. Well, Grand Valley can see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. 4 points away from a victory. Lakers won the first two, 25-14, 25-19, but were thoroughly outgunned in set number 3. Ohio Dominican took that one 25-18, but now Grand Valley on top by 5. Grand Valley can win a service point or two here. They would put themselves in almost an unassailable position. Ohio Dominican understands the severity of the situation right now. They've got to get it going right here. Torrey Thompson's out there with Ostrike, Slavin, Ralston, Hendershot, and Anna Ficker. Grand Valley's going to counter with, I think, the crew that they had on the court at the end of that last little bit of action. Butzevich is going to be in there for Grand Valley, along with Smith. Grand Valley's got Katie Olson on, Rhonda, Showman, and the big force in the middle, Stacy Brower. So here we go. Grand Valley looking for one or two here to just about ice this one away. Showman, good ball deep. That ball's not handled well. Good opportunity here for the Lakers. What do we have here? That's a point, double hit, called by the chair official. There's the first one for Taylor Showman. And the points are a little bit tougher to come by here now for Ohio Dominican. Trailing by 6. Grand Valley 3 away. Showman, there's one of them. I'm not sure if that was a mishit on that service or what, but it was not handled by Ralston. 23-16, and Grand Valley now just about there. Showman goes the same direction. Ralston's better this time. Big hit coming up here. Boy, that is a bullet. That was delivered by Torrey Thompson. Rhonda got splattered by that ball. There you see Ralston. Back to the action, just wide. 24 for Grand Valley on that service mistake. And here we go with Kayleen Norris. Well, this is a nice spot to be in. Coming in for Butzevich. And you've been sitting on the bench for a while watching, and you can be the hero to end it. All you have to do is just one burner to the floor, and it's all over. There's Norris. Ball's in play. Well, they're going outside again, and this girl can hit it, but Rhonda got there. Oh, but that's a bad play. Little confusion. Katie Olson completely misplayed that ball, and 24-18. Foster's on. Slavin to serve. This is how the match started tonight with Slavin serving. It could end this way. Showman outside. Brower, no! Great work to get out of the way of that one. Kind of a volleyball limbo contest for Ciara Ralston. That one went whizzing by her chin. 5 more needed by Slavin here. Showman. This is Smith, and that'll end it. Smith through the hands of Ralston, 25-19. And Grand Valley finishes off the victory here tonight, winning 3-1 against Ohio Dominican. 25-14, 25-19, 18-25, and then 25-19 is a game Ohio Dominican squad came back and made it tough over the last 3. But Grand Valley gets the win here in this one tonight. Grand Valley back in action here at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night at 7, it's Grand Valley football on the Sports Network. Also for you television viewers in Michigan and Indiana on Xfinity, join us at 7 o'clock for the Hillsdale Grand Valley game. And it's been a good day for the Lakers. They win in volleyball tonight, win in soccer at Saginaw Valley 2-0. And that'll wrap it up for us here tonight. For our crew on the Grand Valley Sports Network, our producer, director, Bill Cuppy, I'm Tom Cleary. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow at the football stadium at 7 here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.